Okay, Year 12, it's Mr. Brockes here. I am going to quickly show you how to make your blank A4 cover and put an image onto it and then move it around and resize it so that it will be approximately right. There is no incredibly easy way to do this that I know of in Photoshop. It's a little bit complicated, but if you follow these steps you will be okay. This is the way I do it. I start with opening up Photoshop, nothing is open. I'm going to go File, New. Then here on the preset, I'm going to choose International Paper, because international kind of crew, and size A4, which is the size we're going to use for our magazine cover. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to call it My Cover 1.0, because we're going to save lots of versions as we go along, aren't we, to make sure that we never ever lose anything. Okay, cool. And there it is, one blank A4 sheet of paper. Now, you may think, well, how do I import my picture there? What I'm going to do, and I don't know if this is the easiest way, but it works for me, I'm going to open an image. On my desktop here, actually it's my Mac desktop, so if I find it, bear with me while this. Okay, I'm going to add this one, which is a nice photograph by a gentleman called Yoshimi Sugimoto, I believe. There it is. This is not in the same on the same canvas even as the A4 sheet of paper yet. This is a different document. You can see at the top here I've got two documents, My Cover 1.0, which is there, and I've also got Sugimoto Seascape, which is here. Okay, so I want to select this and I want to copy it onto my A4 sheet of paper and see how it, and then move it around so it fills up that cover nicely. So I'm going to go to this, which is the rectangular selection tool, and I'm going to click on it. I'm going to make sure I have the background layer selected, and I'm going to press the Command and A buttons. That's Command A, or on a PC, Control A. This is actually a PC version working on a Mac, so there you go. Either Command A on a Mac or Control A on a PC. Select all of it, and then Command C, which is copy, or Control C on a PC, or Edit, copy. They all do the same thing. There you are, Control C, there's your shortcut. Okay, so I'm going to go Edit, Copy. I'm going to select my cover, which is the A4 blank sheet, and I'm going to paste it. And there it is. Oh, it's quite small. Okay, so I'm not going to need to stretch it. You might find that your images are too big. You'll be able to do the same thing with yours to make them smaller. What I'm going to do is select that layer. You see on the right, you've watched a screencast about layers, so hopefully you understand that. We've got the white background layer, and we've got the photo layer, which is showing just that little photo and then all those grey and white squares behind show that it's a transparent background. So here we go. I am now going to edit and go free transform. Free transform means I can now alter the size, the position, oops, the size and position and the corners of this. So I can grab the corner, I can squish it or stretch it. I'm going to go Command Z or Control Z, your old friend, undo. If you hold down the Shift key, then as I move this, I can't actually, even if I want to try and squash it one way or another, I can't. It's going to keep the what's called the aspect ratio constant. It means that when you won't get any super squished people, for example. So I'm going to pull that up to the top, and then I'm going to take this one. I'm still holding down the Shift key to make sure I don't stretch my picture. I'm going to pull it down so that it completely covers my A4 sheet like that. It's going to get a bit pixelated because it's a bit of a small resolution image, but you get the principle, hopefully. There we go. So that looks okay. I'm now going to deselect that, or rather apply my transform by hitting the Enter key. Done. And now we've got a background image. So we've got the background, layer one on top of it. If I hit that little eye, switch it off, there's our blank sheet of paper, there's the image on top of it. And I can go to free transform again if I want to change that. I think actually no, I want to leave a white bit at the bottom. I'm going to move that up and leave a white strip at the bottom for some text or something, and I'm going to press enter again. Free transform is a really useful tool. You can do all sorts of stuff. You can do rotations. If you ever do something and think, no, that wasn't what I meant to do, remember Control Z on a PC or Command Z on a Mac will always undo your last step, or edit, undo free transform. Back, or redo it. Redo free transform. Undo, redo. You can keep going. Control Z. Now look at that. Here we go. There's actually an even longer history, so you can go back multiple steps, and we'll come to that later. So that's the simple process of creating an A4 blank document, File, New, International Paper A4. I'm not going to do it because I've already done it. And then open your image, File, Open, choose the right layer, select all of it, copy it, go back to your cover and paste it on top. I hope that's clear.